Her Majesty Queen Victoria. What would she think of this mess?
Crazy she was still alive until, like, last year.
That's Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, she looked like she had been alive since 1888.
Some news, Doctor? Well, goodbye.
I like the idea that we walk in as just like this crazy person. Do you have news, Doctor? Goodbye. Oh, okay.
See ya, I guess.
Goodbye, I guess. Where is he going?
I don't know where he's going.
Doing?
I don't know where we're going.
We
Her
moved
Majesty
in.
Queen Victoria.
What?
We needed a
What would
better.
she think of this mess?
We needed a better view of
wanted to
Queen Victoria.
leave.
No, we needed a better view of Victoria.
I want to leave.
Did you know Victoria's Secret's actually named after her?
Really?
You keep clicking on the thing up top.
There we go.
No,
I got
it's
it.
not named after her, Joel. I made it up.
I thought it was because she was just so darn hot.
That's it.
It's sexy.
Isn't most of the British family from incest?
Probably.
Pretty sure they are.
I think so, yeah.
Or at least they were.
They were. Now they're not because that's, like, not good, I guess.
I guess.
But they don't
I don't know, like, I guess it's just not popular to have incest anymore. I don't care what's the world coming to.
But when you marry into that family, they, like, don't treat you with respect because you're not full-blooded, I guess.
Well,
it's, like, really weird.
What's going on with that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry? Did you see something like they're like having relationship issues or something? I don't know.
I thought Prince Harry was mad at his brother, Prince William.
Oh. Well, I saw a headline the other day. It was like, Prince whatever and Meghan are done.
I think that's probably fake.
Oh.
I don't keep up with that dumb stuff. Do you?
No, I don't. I do not at all. Seems like it's hard to pick what you want to click.
It is.
Yes,
Yeah, it's not
Watson?
perfect.
I think you can talk to...
No problem, my
Go
angel.
talk to Stupid Man?
I don't know. I don't think he will file a report. I think we just need to find those things, you know?
Oh. Well, maybe he has any idea where we could find them.
Loosen your belt, my friend. You're in Whitechapel. These girls would die of hunger if we weren't here.
Oh, why?
Well, he's such a
Well,
good sport.
goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.
The girl he's with actually isn't that bad.
Yeah, but
But he looks like he's made out of Play-Doh, doesn't he?
yeah, but he's the only customer here, and he's not even paying for them.
That's true, but I think
So they're still gonna starve.
No, they're not.
They are.
No, he's got something to feed them.
Oh.
What if we go to the boarding house and we talk to that guy because his weird tenant was there and he had a prosthesis thing, didn't he?
Did he?
Thought he did.
He might have.
What's
He is
that?
a doctor.
What is going on? Oh my word.
What in the world?
It's Resident Evil 1's wet dream of camera angles.
Why is he
let's
still
Make it turn every 2 seconds. Oh yeah.
He's still painting this desk like 3 years later.
No, this guy is the
Thank you
killer.
for
He's painting it with the
your
women's
service,
blood.
sir.
That makes sense.
He's in plain sight the whole time.
That's why it's taking so long.
Yeah, he needs
I
to
wouldn't
make
put
sure
it past this guy to be the killer.
He needs to make sure it gets soaked into the wood.
Honestly, usually it's the person you'd least expect to be the killer.
Did you know that there's a bunch of paintings floating around with like blood used in the paint?
Really?
And
What kind of blood?
like the artist's blood?
Oh, Yumbo.
It's
Why
kinda
did they
creepy.
paint with their own blood?
I don't know, some kind of weird art thing. You know what I mean? Where like artists are like, yeah, I'm an artist. I have to be eccentric and different. It's basically like I'm Nintendo. I'm different.
That makes sense. I know there's like a thing with those like weird feminist women, not like all of them, but like certain extreme ones who think it's liberating to collect their period
Oh yeah,
blood
no, I know about
and
that.
then paint with their period blood.
That's not liberating. You just have a mental illness. Yeah, I do too. But you should probably get it checked out. Well, where else are we gonna go? You can't go back to talk to Sherlock, can
I'm
you?
gonna talk to Lucy.
She's
I?
not at her window.
I guess not.
Can you go? Wait. Go over there. Go over to Sherlock.
Oh,
I have no reason to go that way.
Yes, we do. We want to see our boyfriend.
our boyfriend.
Okay, 2 guys living together, sleeping in the same bed with their pants off. You telling me they're not boyfriends?
With their pants
I don't
off.
think so.
You're funny.
I'm not judging them. I'm just saying they should be open about it. I got it. Let's head to the poorest district of Whitechapel and we are going to rob the homeless of their prostheses.
Well, I just wish that we could go to the Jewish place and like be like, "Hello, I'm Jewish. Hello, welcome to the Jewish."
You'd fit in very well with a man called the Führer.
I have to find the cobbler shop like past the clinic. They don't just like tell me where it is. Like I have to walk there, like some sort of
Barbarian.
Yeah, actually. Move!
Move, bitch! Get out the way.
Whitechapel Street.
Whitechapel Street. If there was one time period in
cobbler's
history...
shop.
Oh. If there was a time period in history you could live in, what would it be? Like, you have to go back in time to a time period.
Can I be anyone I want?
Yeah. But, well, no, you can't be, like, the king or queen of somewhere.
Can I be a princess?
No.
Why?
You have to be a normal person.
I want to be a princess in Ireland.
Just go in the place.
Can I be a mermaid?
No. We don't even know if those exist.
They
There's
do.
nobody here. How very odd.
Guess I'll rob the place. Shouldn't have left your door open, bitch.
If I can't be a princess or a mermaid, then what's the point of this question?
I don't know. You're not one right now, so...
Yeah, and it's a shame.
What's this?
I say, these things look like harnesses. Oh my, they are noisy.
So what, we're gonna rob the man?
I
Evening,
guess.
sir. Pardon the interruption. The door was open. I didn't think that I would find anyone working at this hour.
Good evening, sir. I didn't hear you come in.
What is this, Alec Guinness? He sounds like Obi-Wan.
He also
Well,
looks-
from a certain point of view.
He looks extremely Amish.
Or like absolute caricature of a Jewish person. Oh my
I'm part
word.
Jewish.
That's true, you are part Jewish.
I can say these things.
Go ahead, validate him. Ask him how his
Say,
dreidel
those
is.
things that made noise, they are really harnesses, aren't they?
Yes, horse harnesses. But I must tell you, sir, that the store is normally closed at this hour. That is why I've asked you to return tomorrow.
Is that an accent from Israel? Like during...
Kinda, yeah, like where they say shalom and stuff, I guess.
Oh, that makes sense. So he must have, like, immigrated here, right?
I mean, it's possible that he's like a second generation immigrant and that he retained his, dialectical...
What's the difference between immigrant and emigrant?
Well, an immigrant leaves.
Oh, okay, and an immigrant comes.
Well, it depends. I mean, he's pretty close to the bordello, so probably, at least sometimes, yeah.
I didn't come about my shoes. I came to speak of a cobbler, perhaps one of your former employees? A man with very particular habits.
You aren't with the police by any chance? I'm sorry, but I do not want to speak of anything but shoes with you.
I am not a policeman. I am Dr. Watson. It's Mr. Finley who told me that you might be in a position to inform me.
Ah, that Mr. Finley is a very brave man. And if he sent you, then you must certainly be a worthy man also. So, Doctor, who is this cobbler with strange habits?
Ask him about the Pfizer vaccine.
The Pfizer vaccine. Hey, do you like Pfizer or do you like Johnson & Johnson's or what was that other dumb one?
I don't even remember.
Cocker or whatever?
I don't remember now. No one talks about them.
The man of whom I speak is called Pizer or Pyther, a man with a frightening face. Do you know him?
Yes, John Pizer. He worked here for a while, but he is no longer here.
Do you know where I can find him?
No, and if you look, you will not find him.
Why?
Because he is in hiding, Doctor. You see, a week ago, a horrible murder took place in the neighborhood. A rumor circulated that he might have been responsible for this crime. They say he has quarreled with women of certain virtue in the past, if you understand me.
Isaac, it is about the Bucks Row case that I have come to see you. I have the certitude and an incontestable witness that Pizer is innocent, at least of this crime, although he has attacked a number of street women. If he doesn't come forward to explain himself to the authorities, he is condemned to hiding and to take the fall for this murder. Furthermore, it will cast suspicions on your community because they must be hiding him. And while the whole police force is hunting for him, they cannot concentrate on the real assassin who roams the streets and, one never knows, may take any one of you any day.
If what you say is true, your visit is a godsend to our community, Doctor. I tell you something. I know Sergeant Thick, an honest policeman who lives in the area. I'll tell John's family that he must go there to explain himself. But if you could please go as soon as possible to the police to give them this report that you say is incontestable.
I will go as soon as I take leave of you.
Thank you. If I can ever be of service in any way, do not hesitate to ask.
You know, one time I spent the night with a girl that I called Sergeant Thick.
No, really?
Yeah.
Was she me?
You should probably click this.
Could we transform your horse harnesses into harnesses for wooden legs? Adjustable harnesses.
A good craftsman can do anything, Doctor. And I do believe that's what I am. Come back in a while and it will be done. That will
This
be
isn't
my
the
thanks
work
for
of
what
the
you-
Sand People. Only Imperial troopers are so precise.
What?
He sounds like Alec Guinness. He sounds like Obi-Wan. Why do you not remember any movie we watch?
No, I remember.
Any movie we watch, if I
I
ever reference the
remembered
line,
that
you're like,
line.
what is that? I don't know what that is. Is that from Harry Potter? Is that from Harry Potter?
I shall return
No,
later.
At
I
your
remember.
convenience, sir.
I remember the line. It's just I thought it was
I
funny.
am spent. I would like to return home. But I promised to go to the police as soon as I could. Now then, let's go to the police station.
So we're gonna walk out of this room and we're gonna be seeing somebody.
Wait, we're going to be C-sectioned?
We're gonna be C-sectioned, and we're gonna be watching somebody get C-sectioned by Jack the Ripper's knife, I bet.
They better not C-section us. Watson Jr. still needs to grow. He's not at term yet.
This
Who's
man
this
looks
guy?
suspicious. He's a little too fat for my liking.
Did you like, you need to tell the police where he is, or the whole Jewish community will be in trouble. It'll cast doubt on your whole community. It's like, geez, okay.
It kind of seems like racist people made this part of the game. They were like, those darn Jews.
Well, I think that they didn't, I don't think so. I think that they were just trying to acknowledge that there was racism.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because
'Cause
they were
actu-
like segregated from the rest of everybody.
Kinda, they had their own district and everything. One of my least favorite things in games and movies is when they pretend that didn't happen in history.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when they act like it's totally fine. Like, it's like 1700 and it's like, hey, look, George Washington's black now. like what Hamilton does all
Like
the time.
Hamilton.
It's like, piss off with that. You know that's fake.
It's really dumb.
Just be honest about the history of it.
I do
What
like...
if we change it and make it better? No, you can't change it and make it better.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. And this Stoot, which is what I call them, looks like she's like 12.
Cat's meat.
Will
Yes.
you?
That person sells
Wait.
cat meat.
She said, will you? And then the woman from Murder, She Wrote walked by.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Doctor, you seem tired. Were you wandering the darker parts of Whitechapel all night?
You could say that. I have some information on Leather Apron, the man of whom we spoke earlier.
Do you know where he is?
No, but I can clear him of the Bucks Row crime. A witness proved him totally innocent.
Oh, Watson, is it only now, after many hours of walking, that you decide to pass on the important message that Inspector Aberline is waiting for?
But, no. But what are you doing here, Holmes?
I was worried, Watson, and with good reason it would appear. Go give the message to this policeman and let's go home. Nobody appreciates me hanging around here, you know, and it's freezing cold.
Ah, Creddle, none too soon. You will take the testimony of this...
No, you continue with your duty shift. I must find Chandler in Ambury Street. He's struck again.
Who?
The murderer, the Bucks Row assassin.
Hanbury Street. Let's go, Watson. We have no time to lose.
They're going to do the reverse cowgirl on the actual body this time instead of just on Watson.
Hanbury
Yeah!
Street. Let's go, Watson. We have no time to lose.
I can't wait to see the real body. I'm gonna lick it.
What the heck?
I hope nobody minds.
I'm sure they won't care at all. 6:20 a.m. Geez, so
Hey, that's
Watson's,
4 days after my birthday. September
Watson's
8th.
been out all night.
Yeah, actually.
That's true.
He's like us. Hey, it's at the cat meat store. We should kill them. They shouldn't be allowed to eat cats.
Maybe it's not real cat's meat.
They better not be.
Maybe it's like how they
Keep
call
going, Mr. Holmes. She's
Hogwarts
there.
Hogwarts.
We didn't touch a thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how they call it Hogwarts, but it's not really like a place with like pigs with warts all over
I
them.
think it's cat meat. I'm pretty sure. Why would they advertise it? They didn't, like... What the heck? What's going on here?
We walked into hell.
Apparently, it's like Silent Hill right now.
Oh my gosh, that's actually terrifying. Wait, there was something on the ground.
I know, and he walked past it. I'll get it later. Ooh, the body. Yumbo.
It was very good of PC Chandler to let us pass. He said no one has touched the corpse. It's the perfect opportunity for us to put our skills to the test. Watson, let's not waste it.
Politically correct Chandler let us in just at the right time.
Someone's like way too excited about this.
Politically correct Chandler was like, go in and touch the body, but,
I think the reason the hand popped up is just because we got too close to the body earlier.
well, anyway, never mind.
What were you gonna say about politically correct Chandler?
I forgot.
Oh, okay.
I kind of forget when people interrupt me.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just telling you. 'Cause,
I didn't
like,
mean to interrupt you, I just interrupted you.
That's all
Well,
right.
that makes sense. How do you click these things?
I'm just gonna take a look-see smoke-see.
Alright. Go ahead and rip that right off of
So,
there.
Nice.
Doctor, shall we examine our victim?
Ah, I'm tired, Holmes. I'm not sure if I am in a state to do this work.
Come, Watson, there is little time. Show me what you're made of.
I'd like to sleep till the afternoon.
Take your pants off, Watson.
Oh my.
Oh, my God.
Pray, Watson, pull yourself together. Can you establish the time of the crime?
The extremities of the corpse are cold and rigor mortis is beginning to set in. I would say that the murder was committed over 2 hours ago, before 4:30 a.m.
Alright. I hate how it has to move us to the right place to do animations.
I know, it's really dumb.
The blood is a dozen inches or so from the ground. Blood stains on the wall.
The blood is on the fence is a dozen inches off the ground. Okay.
So was she held to the fence? Like pushed up to the fence?
Maybe.
Or maybe she had her stomach slit and then she was shoved to the fence from behind?
Oh, she could be. Look, it shows her intestines there. Why did they draw chalk there?
I don't think they wanted to show
The dead body and the intestines?
us how graphic it is.
Oh, because she was, like, gutted.
Dismembered.
Now, let's look at the stomach, or at least what remains of it.
What remains of it? Oh,
It's
God!
dreadful, Holmes. Who could do that to someone?
That's what you're here for, Watson. Tell me what this man has done.
The stomach has been entirely opened and... Oh, my God. A number of organs have been removed.
So, you're telling me that the organs were removed, Watson. They weren't ripped out.
Not at all, Holmes. On the contrary, this is clearly the work of an expert. I couldn't have done any better myself. And the uterus is missing.
Weird.
This is something that was actually happening.
I wonder why he removed the uterus
Well,
of
there's a
women.
lot of books and things about that that are very interesting.
I'd actually kind of be interested in reading some of them. Like, theories on him. I wish they would have found him and, like, been like, hey, why did you do this? But he probably wouldn't have told anyway, because you know how killers are. They're like, ooh, I'm gonna keep quiet for the rest of my life.
Well, sometimes they run their mouth.
That's
It really
true.
depends on who it is. Why don't you check by the breast? What are we doing?
I picked up an envelope.
Oh.
Piece of envelope found at 29 Hambury Street. It says
M.
M2S. Oh, M2S.
Or an 8.
A torn envelope. It smells of rubbing alcohol. It contains 3 pills. I will take one. 2 should suffice for the police.
Oh, interesting. Did he, like, take one as in, like, he ate it?
Yes.
He's like, oh, let's see
Piece
what this
of coarse
does.
Yeah,
muslin.
drugs.
A piece of coarse Muslim.
Muslims, no!
Yeah, they were like, first Jews, now Muslims? Because, you know, it's the time period.
Who else is coming from the Middle
It's
East?
not me, I didn't say it.
2 combs, curiously arranged.
What's next? Are we going to find a golem?
There are no trails on the ground. There's no sign of a struggle.
Oh, a golem, it was like a thing in Jewish lore that was supposed to be a protector of the Jewish people, kind of animated by either magic or God.
Oh,
It was
that makes sense.
made out of clay or other materials.
Oh, that's fun.
There are no trails on the ground. There's no sign of a struggle.
Kind of like a Jewish mech. You know,
Jewish
like
mech.
as if Jewish people had like a Megazord that followed them around and protected them.
And they believed that he would like come to life and protect them.
Yes.
But did they get those beliefs squashed when?
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say, but actually no. There were people who believed that actually that would have been a lot worse.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know who believes in golems.
So they
anymore.
think that the golem did save them.
No,
Mostly.
not save them.
Well, helped them.
Like, it would be like if you had, like, a family protector. It doesn't mean that they'd fight a whole army for you.
Like a guardian angel?
Kinda, yeah, but like an earthly one.
Oh, okay.
I'm not an expert on golems here, Jill.
Well, I'm just wondering, that's all.
Well, like, it was just a very simple joke.
Looky here. It would seem he has a mark on his left hand.
He? What do you mean he?
He.
I thought this was a woman.
I thought this was a woman as well. This is not nice.
Huh.
We're like misgendering people now.
Can you inspect the bruises?
The victim must have worn a large ring or several little ones, and someone pulled them off forcefully. This detail will be very valuable, Watson. You can be sure of that.
You're just clicking everywhere? What's that?
I don't know.
You
He
can't
won't
click
say
that?
anything about it. I'm pressing A.
Somebody should trim their fingernails, jeez.
Yeah. Maybe he meant he because Jack the Ripper cut off his own hand and left it here. That's what happened, right?
Is it possible there's nothing else?
I guess not.
Okay.
Let's look at this.
Let's look at this poor woman more closely.
Like, this is the same picture of the other lady.
Well, you know.
A bruise.
A bruise.
The victim's face appears to have bruising, wouldn't you say?
Under the maxilla and cheek. There is less on the right side.
Look at her neck. What can you tell me?
There are 2 incisions.
Okay.
The tongue is swollen. My dear Watson, now that we have found all of our clues, nothing remains but to subject them to our most likely hypotheses in order to deduce the facts.
Okay, so we have to deduct.
Deduction, yeah!
Deduct and deduce.
Okay, let's see.
So we know that... Oh my gosh, why do I keep yawning? What's that? Neither foot? Okay.
Well, let's read them after I put all of the clues together, right?
The clothes?
Clues.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so we got the clues. Neither footsteps nor streaks of blood on the ground. The killer blurred the traces. The victim wasn't dragged. The killer carried the victim.
What'd they say? There were neither...
Footsteps nor streaks of blood on the ground. I'm going to say the victim wasn't dragged.
I don't... Okay.
Why? What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I mean...
Because she walked there willingly, because I think
Yeah.
she thought...
But shouldn't there be footsteps then?
Oh. The killer blurred the traces?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like he like is interested in blurring the traces, does it?
I guess not.
I mean, he's not hiding anything.
Maybe the killer carried the victim?
That there would be footsteps.
I don't know. Let's just...
Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm just telling you, like, there's holes in any answer there.
Well, I don't understand, like, did this guy float?
That's what I'm saying, is I don't understand how there's neither footsteps nor streaks of blood.
The blood on the fence is 12 inches off the ground.
Oh, wait, there's another one connected to this. Some blood spurted on the wall.
Near the stairs. The victim had her throat slit while lying down and is still alive. The victim had her throat slit while standing up.
That one.
The victim had her throat slit while laying down and already dead.
No, I think she was standing. Otherwise, how would it get up on the wall in 2 places?
Well, blood does spurt. Like, if
But-
it comes from the pressure.
But it wouldn't spurt when you're on the ground dead,
Uh-huh.
and it wouldn't spurt when you're on the ground alive all the way to 2 separate walls.
That's
She
true.
probably got her neck slit and then stumbled in a different direction.
That's true. Let's do that.
That would be my assumption.
The victim has bruises under the right jawbone and beneath the left cheek. The murderer held the victim's chin with his right hand. The murderer bit the victim. The murderer
No.
held the victim's chin.
So he had less... She had less bruises on which side?
On the left side. And the reason I'm saying right hand is because this guy is left-handed and he did the cutting with the left hand. Because we found that out last time.
Well, the only reason I would say maybe the other one is because it said she had less bruising on one side, so wouldn't he have hit her with like blunt force from his dominant hand while holding her with his offhand? Or would he hit her, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I thought because he usually chokes his victims, I thought he choked her on the right.
That's possible. It's just confusing to me because I don't get why she'd get bruises in her cheeks from that.
I don't know. Well, I mean, like, think about it. Maybe like this?
Oh, like he held her like a thumb?
Yeah.
That's possible, but you almost know if you did that, you wouldn't be able to choke them.
I don't know.
There's like no... I feel like you don't want my input here.
No, I want your input. I just don't really know. The tongue is bloated. The victim was strangled. The victim was thirsty. The victim yelled during the attack. Usually it means they were strangled.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no problem with that answer.
Okay,
because I don't want to get in trouble.
An envelope is near the victim's head. An envelope was brought out by the victim. An envelope drifted near the head. The victim wanted to give an envelope to the killer.
Either the top or the bottom. Why would they want to give one to the killer? I don't think they know the killer.
I think let's just do the top one for now.
So, if you go to the bottom here real quick.
The bottom?
Yeah, and go over the right one. What's the deduction you can make from that? Because that's all just off of one.
An envelope fell during the murder. A. Chapman was holding an envelope in her hand. The envelope belongs to A. Chapman's killer.
If it belonged to the killer, wouldn't they have just taken the whole thing? I guess they could have made a mistake. I don't know why she'd be holding the envelope in her hand while getting murdered. She wouldn't drop it?
Well, maybe she did drop it, and that's why it fell next to her.
Oh, okay. Well, do you have an opinion on this one?
I don't know. Let's just do this one.
I guess I don't really understand.
Nope, that's wrong.
How you'd figure that out.
Okay, she was holding the envelope in her hand. That's right.
Okay.
Because it's green.
I know, but like the idea of someone holding the envelope in their hand while getting choked is just stupid to me.
I don't know.
It's like, oh, I'm getting killed by this man. I must hold on to this envelope, please. Like,
why
there better
don't you
be
ask
something
this
important.
dead bitch why she did it?
Better be something important in there.
The murderer slit the victim's throat with his right hand. The murderer slit the victim's throat with his left hand. Left hand. A. Chapman's killer must be left-handed.
You already told me he was left-handed, but it is possible he's ambidextrous.
He could be, but I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be left-handed.
Could...
So I'm pretty sure this is right, but we did something wrong here.
Okay. I'm sure I'm sure she was standing up. Okay, what are we doing? Are we just guessing?
Yeah, he's just taking looksies.
Can I see that? Okay. Well, which hand do you say that he's holding her with right now?
The right.
Okay, so then, I mean... How would he slit it with both hands?
I don't know.
Wait, yeah, no, it's both. He did too.
Oh, I guess that's true. Maybe he's ambidextrous?
Okay.
Right-handed? Left-handed?
Try he's ambidextrous, but then change that other hand left, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Change it to the bottom. Okay, well, I guess I'm just stupid. I don't know. I feel like we're just guessing.
Well, let's just take a look.
Well,
Maybe let's say he's right-handed. Let's say he's right-handed. Okay. Let's say left-handed. And let's say left hand. And change it back.
I just don't understand how it could be done. Try the top one, then. Try that she was laying down still alive. I just don't understand how it could have gotten in two places.
But I already tried that and it didn't
sorry.
work.
I didn't see that.
Well, let's try this. So the killer carried the victim.
Mm-hmm.
A. Chapman's murderer cleaned the ground. A. Chapman's murder took place on the premises. A. Chapman's murder took place elsewhere. I think it took place on the premises.
Yeah, I don't think he would move.
I think the killer blurred the traces, or the victim wasn't dragged. Okay.
Well, you already
So we got
had
that
that,
right.
though. You already had the victim wasn't dragged.
No, I had it as the one you told me to do, which was the victim was carried.
Okay, I'm so confused here, but all right.
You said for me to choose.
You don't have to tell me what I said. I'm just confused on like what the game expects you to like, how it expects you to know certain things.
I don't know.
And also, why does like Sherlock's head over there look like a peanut?
I don't know.
It's like massively tall. He's like Abe Lincoln without the beard.
That's one thing that I don't like about this game, though, is like in Nancy Drew, you can come to conclusions from the things that they give you in the game.
Mm-hmm.
In this, it kind of seems like you're expected to guess. I think is a little upsetting and annoying.
There's certain things that I think you can know.
It just doesn't seem like this game is super well made. Like, you have to be like some sort of genius to figure it out.
Maybe you do. It's Jack the Ripper. Nobody ever figured it out.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure in this game you're supposed to be able to figure it out.
Well, maybe we're just dumb.
Okay, so the blood on the fence is a dozen inches off the ground. Some blood spurted on the wall near the stairs. The victim had her throat slit while laying down and still alive is the one we're deciding to go with for just right now until we change it.
Oh, no, that one's correct, I think, because it's tied to that green one.
Oh, okay.
So we know, because we have that one correct and we're not sure on that one, you might be able to get a solution here.
A. Chapman died of strangulation, was partially strangled and then had her throat slit. Died of fright. That's really dumb, okay.
I don't know, because I think a lot of the times he did the work after they were dead, but it looks, yeah, like she was almost dead and then he cut her throat.
That's mean.
Which makes sense. A lot of the times Jack the Ripper would do the surgery stuff like all after they were dead.
Well, at least...
It's not like he kept them alive.
At least he didn't keep them alive. That's pretty terrible.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't really a ton of ways to do that at the time, though, anyway.
The victim has bruises under the right jawbone and beneath the left cheek. I guess, yeah, maybe his chin with the left hand. The murderer slit the victim's throat with his left hand.
I thought it was both hands, but maybe he did it twice with the same hand. He must have done it twice with the same hand, then?
Let's try right hand. Let's try left hand. I'm not sure, because I don't know if the killer is supposed to be left-handed or not. I'm pretty sure that Jack the Ripper in real life was left-handed.
Oh, you had told me that he was left-handed, and we figured that out from a different thing. So
I thought so.
That's why I went with that.
I thought so.
Held the victim's chin with the left hand.
That's what I thought.
He cut his hand... Cut her
Wait, it's right now.
With the right hand, and then it's right-handed.
But I thought he was left-handed. We deduced that last time.
Maybe you just forgot.
Okay.
Maybe you just misremembered right and left.
Or the killer uses different hands?
That would have been ambidextrous if that was the case.
I don't know.
That's where you use both.
I know, but I don't know. This game doesn't make sense. The items at the victim's feet are very orderly.
Okay.
Okay. These items fell at the moment of the murder. These items belong to the killer. These items belong to the victim.
Alright. So, I think they belong to the victim. Otherwise, why would she have dropped it when attacked? She was already holding on to it.
But they're very orderly, so do you think that he, placed them there?
What are the items again?
Like a comb and stuff?
Oh, I thought we were talking about the envelope. I'm stupid.
No.
Sorry.
No, it's like a comb and a rag. Muslim rag.
Can I see the options? Muslin.
Muslim.
These items fell at the moment. No, they didn't. They belong to the killer then. Or they belong to the victim and he set them out. But let's just see. Struggled greatly, possessing some feminine items. I think the murderer searched her.
Then that means
Wait,
they
I'm
belong to the
stupid.
victim, right?
Yeah. Sorry. Yep. And then likes combs.
That's really
is
funny.
unfeeling and organized. It's that one. Yeah, he was not emotional.
Yeah.
At least according to a lot of the stuff.
The body is cold at the extremities, and rigor mortis has barely started.
Alright. It was committed barely 2 hours ago.
The murder of A. Chapman was committed before 4:30.
After 4:30 a.m.
I thought it was before.
No, after. Oh, wait, no, the murderer took his time. Okay. Well, wait a minute. If it's been barely 2 hours and it's like 6:30, then how was it before?
I don't know. I thought it was 5:30.
Well, I thought it was 6:30.
I don't know. Recent large scrape on the first phalanx of the middle finger.
Yeah, we knew they wore rings. They got pulled off. No, the murderer took them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. So now this is the last one.
Do you not like the deduction boards?
Not really, because they don't really make sense, because, like, Sherlock himself doesn't give you enough clues. He, like, just sits there and he looks at it and he's like, oh, yes, her asshole must have been puffed because she was touched very gently by the twigs of pieces of corn from this murderer who picked them last Sunday evening. But he doesn't tell us that, and then he's like, now you figure it out. There is an incision from...
Yeah, I may have messed that up.
The right to the left going around the neck. Okay. Oh, wait, let's look at the other. There is an incision on the neck from the right side, stopping in the middle of the throat. The wound around the neck is jerky and not an all-in-one piece. The murderer panicked because usually he's very to the point usually because he's a surgeon kind of guy.
See, what I thought happened is that he used a bad knife.
Oh.
Because he would have been stronger on his right hand.
Uh-huh.
And if it was a bad knife, like if it wasn't sharp enough, then it would have been harder to cut all the way, so it would have stopped at the middle.
Let's try this one as like a great size weapon. Yeah, he used a weapon of great size, apparently.
What is the weapon? He just choked her to death. Are they talking about like
for cutting, I guess?
Okay, alright. See, I don't really consider a surgical scalpel a weapon if you're using it after the fact to remove things.
Maybe he hit her with a wig weapon?
Okay, alright.
The murderer panicked. The murderer used a very sharp blade. Wanted to decapitate her.
I hear a noise coming from the street, Watson. The authorities are arriving. It's time for us to go.